Hi, everybody. It's me, Karen Holton, back with another installment on the Therapeutic Bath. If you haven't already done so, please go back and watch the previous two podcasts dealing with the subject. There's so much information in them. They're not very long, but they've got oodles of options so that you can set up your own healing spa within your own living spaces. And so the first video is called Take a Therapeutic Bath with Karen Holton. The second one is called Take Another Therapeutic Bath with Karen Holton. And in it, I have everything you need to know to set up your own personal healing spa. Now, today I'm going to give you a guided meditation. This guided meditation not only will be deeply, deeply relaxing, but it's also going to help you to detoxify your own body at an accelerated rate. So without further ado, please make yourself really comfy. If you can, lay down with a nice fluffy pillow. If you can't do that, then sit in your favorite chair, put your feet up, and make sure there's no distractions. And that, so in other words, turn off your notifications if you're listening to this on your phone. And if you're listening to it on a computer, take your phone, put it in the other room. I know technology, we've become really dependent on it. In fact, if it wasn't for technology, I wouldn't be speaking to you here today and you wouldn't be able to see this video. But I got to tell you, the electromagnetic frequencies emitted from our technology are not very good for us. But once you do this guided meditation a few times, you won't need to watch me do it. You'll be able to do it all by yourself. So what I'd like you to do is to sit very, very comfortably. Have your arms and your legs well supported. You can pretend you're in the bath, or if you want, you can watch this video, or I should say, listen to this video while you're actually in the tub and taking your therapeutic bath. So the first thing we're going to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath in, as full as you can, and just let it out. Do that 2 or 3 times till you start to feel yourself sinking deeply into your bed or into your comfy chair, wherever you are. And throughout this meditation, you can listen to what I'm saying, but be prepared to be aware of your breathing. You actually want to make your exhale slightly longer than your inhale. And depending on how well you're able to breathe, depends on how fast a count you would want to do. But I'm going to suggest that you go in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if it's comfortable for you, take longer breathing in and take slightly longer than that to breathe out. I just practice that breathing for a few minutes. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep doing that. You're doing amazing. Breathing is so important and often so neglected, as it's the last thing we think of in the hustle and the bustle and the carrying on that we're doing in our everyday lives. So what I'd like you to do now is to really get in touch with your body. Go inside yourself. Continue to breathe in the same orderly manner. And imagine what your toes feel like right now. All of your toes, the individual toes, the toes all together, the balls of your feet, and your heels, your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, your thighs. Scan your way up from your toes, up both legs, and get an idea where you might be holding tension, where you might be suffering a little bit of discomfort or even a lot of discomfort. Just be aware. You don't have to do anything about it at this point. You just want to keep scanning. You want to scan up your hips, up your lower back, up your middle of your back to the top, and your shoulders. Scan up the front and your internal organs, and your stomach, and your digestive system, and your lungs, right up to your throat. Now you want to scan your fingertips, and now scan all of your fingers, and slowly work your way up to your wrists, up your forearms to your elbow or elbows, up your upper arms and into your shoulders. Be aware of all and any sensations, any bits of tension. Maybe your fists are clenched and maybe you could open up your hands and just relax. Wiggle your toes. Any part of your body that's holding tension, just wiggle it a little bit and let it go. You don't have to do anything at this point. And now what I would like you to do is to scan up your neck, up your throat, up the back of your skull to the top of your head, and down the front, including your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks and your temples and your ears, right down to your mouth and your chin, and back down to the throat. After doing this careful scanning, it's time to focus a little bit on anything that's holding tension, any part of you that's holding tension, any part of you that's not relaxed, any part of you that's uncomfortable, any part of you that may even feel like pain. Now, this is the time you want to adjust your pillow and the surface you're laying on to make sure that you're comfortably nestled and that you're able to now let go of that tension. And as for discomfort and pain, just be aware of it, because as long as you're feeling those sensations, your brain is quickly figuring out and calculating ways of helping you to feel better through hormone releases, all kinds of different mechanisms that are there to serve you. All we have to do is relax, become aware, and settle into a deeper state of relaxation, regardless of what's going on inside our body. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a second scan of the body. No, before we do the second scan, we're going to do a grounding technique. So what I want you to do is imagine from the bottom of your feet, there is roots growing out from the bottom of your feet, and they're going down into the earth, down beneath the floor, beneath the basement, down into the ground, through the crust of the earth, down through all the lava and the giant geodes full of crystals, and whatever else may be contained within the sphere of our earth, down, right down to the very center crystalline core of our planet. And imagine your little roots or big roots, depending on what you feel like you want to grow for yourself. Circle the orb at the center of the earth around and round and secure themselves so that they're really hanging on and really securely placed. And at this point, you want to absorb that energy from the core of the earth up your roots, drawing it up through the different layers of the planet, drawing it up, 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 through to the bottom of the feet, drawing that beautiful energy up into your legs. And you can imagine this energy having a color if you want. Red is a very good root chakra color. You may want to use black, even though it's not really a color. You may want to use gold or silver. And in this case, I'm going to use gold. So that beautiful, sparkling, shiny gold, like melted elemental gold, is coming up my roots, up into the bottom of my feet, filling up my legs, filling up my torso. I can feel it filling up to my shoulders and then spilling down each arm, all the way to my fingertips. Beautiful, beautiful, shiny, golden energy. And that energy keeps filling me up and filling me up until my whole head is full and my whole body is full. And there's little bits of gold that's sort of streaming out of every pore of your body, of my body. And it's pooling, especially in the heart and in the heart chakra area. It's pooling there and it's pooling. And now that we're completely grounded to the earth, think a little bit about what you're grateful for. What is something that is really helping you to appreciate being on this planet? Maybe it's being able to go for a walk in the crisp autumn leaves. Maybe it's a sunrise or a sunset. Or maybe it's a beautiful garden full of flowers. Whatever you're grateful for, express a little bit of gratitude for the beauty and the harmony that comes from our planet and for the beautiful energies that help to sustain us and heal us. Now you're ready for your Skylink or your universal link. So this time, what you're going to do is you're going to see yourself lying quietly, and all the hairs of your head are standing up or pointed towards the sky. And from every little strand, it's connected to that beautiful chakra we have above our head. It's about 10 inches above our head. And I usually depict it as being clear or white, like clear quartz. But you can imagine it to be anything that you're comfortable with. And from that point, all the energy from that is who you are is connected to every star in the heavens, every little sun, every little star, every little quasar, every solar system, every galaxy. You can go as far as you want and connect up to this beautiful source of universal love energy. And now you're going to start drawing that energy down to the chakra that's above your head. And you're going to draw that energy down to the top of your head into your crown chakra. And this energy, I usually use silver, but you can use any color you want. And imagine your head filling up with this beautiful, what I will call silver energy, coming down into the body, into the chest, down the back, flowing down the shoulders, through the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. And it's filling up the torso, and it's filling up the hips and down the legs. and it's filling up, filling up, filling up, right down the legs to the feet and to every individual toe. And as you accept and expand this beautiful universal love energy, you're so fully contained that it's starting to leak out every pore of your body. And at this point, you start to pool it in your heart chakra, along with the beautiful golden energy from the earth. And so heaven and earth unite within the physical temple body at the heart chakra. And it expands and it swirls and it produces the most beautiful, warm, calm, relaxing energy you've ever felt. And at this point, we're all truly connected to the heavens above and to the earth below. And with all this beautiful, beautiful healing energy, we are now in a position to make miracles happen, to make the body do whatever we need it to do for our highest good. And so at this point, I want to do a second body scan. And this time, we're going to scan for anything that doesn't feel like it's ours. So for instance, let's start again at the toes, and at the tips of the toes, and the feet, and the heels, and the ankle. Do you notice anything there that might not be a part of you? Not sure what it is, not sure where it came from, that doesn't matter. But at this point, it's time to let it go so that we can fully detoxify. And then our body temples will be more energetically abundant, will be more able to help us to feel better, will be more able to just detoxify, release, dissolve, and excrete anything that isn't in our best interests. We want to scan up the lower legs and the shins to the knees. And we want to scan up the thighs, looking for anything that doesn't feel like it really belongs. And you will know it doesn't belong because you will be alerted to it through your mind, through your spirit, and through your solar and your earth connections. Is there anything there that you just feel could just go away? And you have the power to do that. So now, as far as the legs and the feet go, release, release, detoxify, breaking up or dissolving anything. Doesn't matter if it's animal, mineral, or vegetable. It doesn't matter what it's made of, where it comes from. It could be etheric. It could be man-made. It could be anything. And we're just going to let that dissolve and excrete out of the body. Now, when you're in the therapeutic bath, this will be even easier to do. But for now, you can just do this little practice session as we're relaxing. It's now time to scan up the fingers, up the hands, the wrists, the forearms, the elbows, the upper arms, the shoulders. Just noticing if there's anything that you are now becoming aware of, maybe for the first time in your life, of something that's not good for you. It could be heavy metals, it could be parasites, it could be anything. But whatever it is, just imagine it however it comes to you. See it breaking up and dissolving and coming out of your pores and being carried away by your circulatory system to your different mechanisms for excretion, like your sweat or your urine or even a bowel movement. Don't be surprised, by the way, if you do need to visit the bathroom after doing this meditation. Continue with your breathing. And your exhalations are slightly longer than your inhalations. And now scan the torso of your body. Start with the back, Start with where your Kundalini or your root chakra is at the base of your spine, and work your way up the back, up to the middle of the back, upper back, shoulders. Scan your digestive system, organs, stomach, lungs, all your glands, everything. Do you feel anything that doesn't quite belong? It could be something you never noticed before. It might be something that you're not even sure about. But rest assured, anything that's really good for you is not going to be dissolved and excreted. It's going to be kept for your highest good. So what we're looking for are things that do not serve you physically, do not serve you mentally, do not serve you emotionally, do not serve you spiritually, or do not serve you in an auric or etheric way. And we're just going to dissolve any of these little places and little things. You don't have to know exactly what it is or where it came from. Just dissolve it and let it go, and let it go, and let it go. And now scan your neck. That's a really common place for implants, and place where, it enters into your skull and your head and your brain and your blood-brain barrier. A lot of things are done today with nanotechnologies that quickly pass the blood-brain barrier. You want to let go of anything that isn't in your best interests, in your face, in your scalp, in your brain, in your ears, your jaws, and just see it dissolving and breaking up and leaving the body temple in whatever way you want. You could see it as dissolving and coming out the pores as bits of smoke that are just dissipating into the atmosphere around you. You could see them as just dissolving and just going away. It doesn't matter, any way you want. And after doing this, if you feel like you need another scan, you can start from the head and work your way back down to the feet. But if you've done enough for today, and maybe you've done enough for today, you can just sit here and relax and enjoy this deeply, deeply relaxing meditation. When you're all done with the detoxification, I recommend another scan. Start at the top of your head and work down, just feeling the difference between the scan now and the scan that you did at the very beginning of this meditation. And as you consider your different parts of your body, your belly, maybe your butt, maybe your knees, maybe your elbows, whatever, scan your body and feel the deep peace and relaxation that comes from your connection to the universal love energy and to the beautiful energies of the planet. And now you get to make a decision. Are you going to open your eyes and get on with your day? Or are you just going to spend a few minutes resting because it feels so, so very good? And the next time you go and you take your therapeutic bath, you can do this meditation either with me or on your own. There's no real right or wrong way of doing it. But please do be aware that you are able to detect and diagnose and decide what to do with every aspect of your being. So if it's time for you to get up, I want you to slowly count from 10 down to 9, down to 8, down to 7. Spoiler alert, when you get to 1, you're going to snap your fingers and open your eyes. Keep counting down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Snap your fingers, and it's time to get up. How did that feel? Leave me some comments. Let me know how you're doing with the meditations. I'm going to produce another meditation that's similar to this, but instead of focusing on detoxification, we'll be focusing on making connection with your spiritual guides. So I really look forward to the next meditation. And I hope you've enjoyed this. And I hope you share it with your friends and your family. And please do go ahead and take a therapeutic bath. I'll put the links to the other videos in the description below. In the meantime, take really good care of yourself. Know that you are loved. You are loved in dimensions and realities that you could never imagine, as well as in this reality. You're worth it. You're loved. There's nothing you can't do. So I just want to wish you a really good week, a really good day, a really good therapeutic bath, and I'll be in touch soon. Much love.